Good day, traders, and welcome to another episode of Crypto Vibes with Walt. I'm Trader Walt, and I'll quickly go through Bitcoin and Ethereum today, and then we'll cover some of the altcoins and look at what structure they're forming, what levels are being formed, and if there is any opportunity to position ourselves for a swing or intraday trades. Yeah. So let's get into the technicals. Yeah. So last week, we had talked about Bitcoin finding support at this level and possibly consolidating before we get a quick expansion move towards either sides. So that's what's happening. And with that, I would like you to focus your attention to our post about Bitcoin on 29th of August, I guess, or 28th of August. I don't remember exactly when, but it was somewhere around 28th of August. In that post, we had talked about a flush, something like this, which could happen in September to stop out all the traders who went long at this level or probably at these levels and were expecting price to form new all-time highs. Um, and kind of that's what's kind of happened right now. Um, and we had also talked about this low from a market structure standpoint, this low being critical. So we have sort of formed a new low. Yeah, we have broken below this, below an old low, and it is officially a lower high being formed. So from a market structure standpoint, we have broken market structure. But one catch over here is that without a lower high, a lower low doesn't mean anything. So if Bitcoin sort of breaks market structure on lower time frame, finds resistance over here, and then forms something like this, that would be, that won't really be very bullish, I should say. Simply because, well, it's a lower high and lower low being formed, yeah. Uh, One thing that I noticed recently was so all the price action from this level to this level sort of reminds me of something we saw over here. Now, obviously, it is not completely similar, but look at what price did over here. We had a level of demand and multiple lows being formed, and this demand holding as support, right? Then we broke market structure. Similarly, we have a level of demand, multiple lows being formed at demand, and then price breaking market structure. Yeah, this was the level of demand I was watching like a couple of weeks back, and this was the level of demand that formed once we broke market structure. A lot of traders were again bullish, who kind of swing trade basis market structure, um, and they went long at this level. So at that point in time, I was also spot long, yeah. And then it kind of stopped me out along with all the traders who were long at this level and had were long at this level or had their stops below this low. So we were all stopped out. We retested supply. So now officially we had uh, a lower high and then a lower low. Yeah, I was kind of getting a little bit bearish at this point, but I wasn't short. Yeah. Um, what we did then, we kind of deviated below the low and then quickly expanded higher. Yeah. So similar to that, we could probably see price retesting the levels of supply over here, forming a new low officially, or deviating below the low, and then reclaim the level to form all-time highs, because a lot of traders will be bearish if we have a lower high and a lower low being formed similar to something like this. Yeah. And the large institutions and mm, the whales, basically, they need a counterparty to pair their orders with, and this would be a perfect liquidity grab for them, you know so this is another scenario that I'm watching. I might open up a small spot long when when we retest this range low, but it won't be a massive position. Yeah, let's quickly look at the higher time frame picture. Yeah, so from a higher time frame standpoint, this kind of does look like a lower high, but again, we would have to, kind of break below this low to have an official lower high. So that's a long way to go, and I'm not really getting bearish on Bitcoin right now. This could very well be a level of support or a level of demand before we kind of do something like this. So plenty of possibilities on Bitcoin right now. Um, that's the weekly, and from a bearish standpoint, just like we deviated um, over here, this could also turn out to be a deviation, and then the bearish scenario could play out. So yeah, there are a lot of possibilities that I've highlighted, and I'm watching these possibilities and looking at whatever unfolds. But this isn't really stopping me from positioning myself into altcoins. And it shouldn't really affect your bias on altcoins right now, because as long as Bitcoin is consolidating, we we do get a move on altcoins higher up. So yeah, so that's what I am watching on Bitcoin. And yes, it would be a lot of manipulation. Like this was a manipulation, so we could easily do something like this: a lower high, a lower low, just like I explained. Yeah, but hey, this is the kind of risk prone environment and manipulation that we signed up for, when we decided to be a cryptocurrency trader, because of the low volume it has. So yeah, no regrets, even if I am wrong on the idea. Yeah, so this is what I'm watching on higher time frame. Let me look at the lower time frame and see if there's anything that we can possibly look at. Uh, we could say that this is a new range being formed. We have a set of equal highs at this level. Um, Mid-range acting as support, support, now resistance. So a break above mid-range, uh, and then we're possibly eyeing something, a move towards taking out the highs, the equal highs. So this is another possibility. If you're an intraday trader, I don't prefer intraday trading during the weekend especially. So but if you are an intraday trader, look for these lows being swept and a close below for a quick trade on Bitcoin, and your stop goes above these highs. So this is something that you can eye if you're looking for a quick scalp on Bitcoin. Similarly, I see that we have swept low. So I might consider taking a long if we form something like this, or a three drives pattern, a sweep and a reclaim, and this should give enough fuel to kind of retest the range highs at least, or even the supply, the higher time frame supply. So yeah, if it breaks above this, then that's a clear break in market structure, and then this would be the level that Bitcoin needs to reclaim before it could see new highs. So another possibility for a long opportunity over here. So I guess this is the only long or short opportunity to scalp that I can see on Bitcoin. Let's just jump into Ethereum. nothing on the weekly. So anything above the daily, like a 2-day or a 3-day chart, we can clearly see this cluster holding a support, and so a lot of variation in terms of market structure on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum clearly doesn't have a lower high and it's holding above support, so this is a good sign for altcoins because they kind of tend to follow Ethereum, you know. Yeah. 2-day. Um, Yep, so we're clearly at a level of supply. So on a lower time frame, which is anything below the daily, we have a low being broken and the point of origin acting as resistance right now. So if Ethereum is able to reclaim this level, then I guess all this inefficient price action will be ruled out and it can easily, you know, tap the original point of breakdown around 3,800, I guess, on Bybit. So yeah, this is another scenario on Ethereum. Let's look into H4. Yeah, not a lot to work with right now. It's simply chopping around and consolidating at this level. So I guess the only thing to watch out is this level, this 12 hourly level of supply, and break above this should take us towards 38,000, sorry, 3,900 approximately. Yep, I guess that is about it for Ethereum as well. Uh, yep, see, clear level of resistance that we can see on uh, Ethereum right now. This is kind of confident with your H12 level that I just posted. So yeah, anything above that should take us towards 3,800 or 3,900. Yep, I guess that is it. So yeah, I guess that is about it for Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'll be covering some of the altcoins in the review that will follow. So yeah, hope you guys found this insightful, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.